Greetings, Commanders. This is Pagan Horde, and we are looking at 60 in the beautiful Stackpole Cruise Misadventure. If you would please do some YouTube stuff, let's go have a look, shall we? Well, we're still hanging out in the world of Blake, but last episode we took a little break and actually fought the government and see what could fall out of that. And the answer is a Zeus, as well as a Warthog. So we are doing not too shabby. But there's still a lot of work to do and still a lot of things we need. So I think we're gonna have to go back on the wagon of fighting the World of Blake, which 6 units per lance. We have this one at difficulty 20 available. But only 3 in 15 salvage. But if we do that one at 16, we have 4 and 19. So recovery by default, they give less money, and also in the online map, they give less map gain. So I've been by default there. I would much prefer capture base, but since we are here for salvage, 4 is better than 3, so we're going for it. Let's go. Right, our rifleman 3 needs some attention. You sir are still a bit tired, so pardon me. I should have done the 2 days before going in. We were doing that one. Alright, so back on the 6 units per lance wagon. Is not my favorite train. The Mad Dog has been serving us well for a long time. The Tempest is now one of our best assets. Beautiful Babkata Archer. Nova Cat. What else? The Burnt, of course. I can take our Proteus Mortar Mech. And the Bandit combination. You and you. So which one is the best in the 3 that we have left? That's essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 SRM6. Not too shabby. That's 300 damage. But the BA heavy rifle, that's the shit. So we need more BA heavy rifle. We're gonna need to leave the World of Blake space soon enough, because we need to start shopping for battle armor parts, and we need to get other shit done. But for now, we're still trying to get some of their best gear. Hopefully. Maybe. To be determined. So we're dropping 17 against 16. I think that's fair. And I'll see you guys in a moment. Oh, I forgot. Fireworm. The Fireworm. Let's not forget Mando. Now I'll see you. Alright, intelligence agent. Alright. What was that quote about military intelligence already? Okay.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, so there's 2 places, thus 2 lances, thus 18 enemies. But that's what we're here for. Now, my patience against 6 enemy per lance is running thin. We're gonna do at least 1 or 2 episodes more on World of Blake. And then after that, even if we didn't get everything we came here to search for, I think I've had enough. Well, say what you want about 18, at least it's not 24, with double support lance. Okay, sure. Sure. We have Magi. Not familiar with a Magi. Astol, Thug, White Flame, Javelin, Light Ray. That's another unfamiliar to me. LRM Carrier, AC2 Carrier, SRM Carrier, Partisan. Okay. This is almost slightly... I don't see a support lance yet. What's going on? Are we sure this is a Word of Blake?
On my way. Double time.
No support lance and not too bad.
Got it.
Okay, well, I take back what I said.
Standing by.
Just 12 units is fine. When it gets to 18, it's to...
Commander,
Not always that it's
I am the wind.
more difficult per se, it's that the time of the mission nearly doubles for just 6 more units. Waiting for every turn and the AI to make their move and everything.
Copy that.
My lack of patience for a large amount of units, it's mostly based on the time it takes and the waiting than
Receiving you.
the difficulty inherent with it.
Bustin' up.
That's no one's fault, of course. That's Unity and Spaghetti code. That's no one's fault.
You want fast?
But still,
I can give you fast.
I wish there was an option in the mod to turn down higher count of unit per lance. Like you could say, Clan, Comstar, Will of Blake, everybody at 4. I know it's not lore friendly, but it is player friendly of not waiting half an hour more per mission. At the end of the day, this is a video game. And I don't care about the lore if it just not fun for my experience. Okay, sir.
Standing by.
26,
How might I help?
23.
Ready for orders.
We have a Tempest. Tempest says, "Hi. How are you doing?" So these are both light assets with some speed. So this is a 70-ton Magi with only 3 medium and a machine gun. What's wrong with this picture? 70-ton tank with what? 4, 5 tons of weapons, 6 maybe with an array at ammo? What's going on?
Give them everything you've got.
Oh, I'm gonna hit with 3 of them. Nice.
Good to go.
I am confused for a little bit.
Moving fast. Take 6.
Commander. Coordinates received. Locked on. I live to serve.
Go right up to his face. I'm not worried about its weapons at all. Streak might do it.
What's up, boss?
I will let the BA finish the Magi, and I will go here.
Double time. Let's go.
Fire on the other little guy. Unsuccessful.
Good to go.
Mr. Braver.
Copy
What do you
that.
got?
Full speed.
Do not great hit chance, so I'm just gonna... There you go. Not gonna crank it up to 6 and chance of jamming and everything. Now this should be enough of you. That was a weird tank.
One less target.
Unless there's something I'm missing and it's full of command console and crap,
Orders. Holding here.
which is probably the case. For
Педаль в пол, принято.
5 ton of weapons just doesn't clock well.
Waiting for orders. Confirmed.
But this poor little guy went up there,
I've copied.
made himself quite the target. Even though he's a fast one.
That hit something good.
White Flame, Doug, Astol, Javelin.
lock on me.
Pulled back and did a lock. Okay. Even managed to hit the bandit.
Receiving you.
You
On the move.
might not escape our reach, however.
That one's gonna leave a mark.
Good to
I would
know.
be unsettled too. So the Proteus
No problem.
probably not gonna have great hit chances. Yeah, 2.9. Size Delta 2, no visual, enemy effect, move self, indirect fire, target move, height difference, long range. 1.2, 0.9. Yeah. Wind light gauss, that's interesting. Alright, well, we're gonna do that. Still got the leg. Now, there's a couple of them. Okay, I was gonna say there's a couple of them. There's a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hello. Mr. Light Array? Or Light Ray? Well, that's not too shabby of a loadout for a 55. Ow. Did you see that? C3 AI protected? That means they all have magical C3 for everybody. That is protected and you cannot disrupt no matter how good your electronic countermeasures are. That's one of those cheats for AI. Well, you need to spend 20, 30, 40 hours hunting for C3. They have it magically. Eh. Or heat. Yeah, this is where it slows down when there's a lot of AI units. Thankfully, this is not 18.
Awaiting orders.
Right, sir.
Ready for orders.
Bit of waiting here. You, sir. I don't want to make you face everyone, so you're gonna come back down.
Copy that.
Go for Mr. Light Array.
Target confirmed.
Light Ray.
I hear ya.
Let's finish this poor fellow.
Got it.
Almost.
Another hit like that and you're toast.
Mr. Fire Javelin regretting his life choices. Now we're gonna go assume the position here. Hi there.
Cry havoc.
Commander.
Mr. Fett.
Move into position.
Let's go.
Acknowledge. Target eliminated.
That poor little dude never had a chance.
Commander?
That's what happens when you peek out over the top of a mountain to face two lances.
Standing by.
That's what I try to avoid in our own battle.
Going full throttle.
Alright, so I'm gonna let the battle armor take care of this. I'm gonna see what kind of indirect shenanigans we can do. We have some 29s. We could fire on those carriers, even though it's low hit chances. Like this guy, only 10%. So much carriers.
Need something, Chief?
Alright, another bandit gets into position.
Let's see how you like this. Yes, Commander.
Ah, here we are. Hello.
Confirmed.
Boom. No, still alive.
Scored a critical
Well,
hit.
you don't have ammo to explode.
Good to go.
But that won't save you.
That's a kill. Orders.
Alright, Mr. Rolo. Now this is where we might deviate from doing standard damage. Now, vehicles in the meta right now tends to not move at all and just stand and fire. But these guys are gonna have to move. What if I gave him the good old acid mines?
All weapon systems.
See what happens.
Aye, aye. On the move. Full speed.
Now mine's not what they used to be. We'll see if it has any effect at all. Right now it's mostly the carriers. Well, there you go. There was something. Saw a bit of numbers on the tug. There we go. Almost nothing, like 37 damage. But a quad will have all of its limb walk on the mine, so maybe they'll do a thing. Well, it's almost 100. It's not great. It's not great, but if you have 2% hit chance, might as well use them instead of a gathering mortar in the wind. Ow. Well, these guys have the magical C3,
Еще пара таких попаданий,
so they are a lot more accurate than me.
Let's go.
I'm gonna send our bandit against the carriers. Because the rest of the crew down here is gonna take 2 to 3 rounds to get back on top. And actually hit something.
Orders.
Mando can get up there though.
Roger that.
Can reach the heavy MML.
Copy that. Ready for.
Alright, Rook. Time to go hunting. Let's start with the SRM, because that's the one that is dangerous to us in close range.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Glitch.
Coordinates.
Gonna
received.
try and do some indirect with you. 33 on the partisan is actually not too shabby. Hey, look at that.
Hey, buddy. Behind you.
Nice hits on the tug.
How's it going? Let's
Novacat is gonna fire his MML.
Ooh, got it.
Not a lot, but it's a thing. Now the burnt, not really flagged for indirect as well, but yeah, the burnt is not gonna use Artemis that way.
Hey there.
And LRM though, that's their job. So, catapult, got a 42. Let's go listen kill for a 48.
On it.
Look at that. We're actually doing a thing in indirect.
Принял, выдвигаюсь.
Gotcha.
Один прилег. Кто следующий?
Not the best, but it actually works. Right, sir. Same deal. I'm gonna put you
On the move.
looking down at the SRM carrier. One of the 2 BAs will get it. Making sure that thing is silenced. That does free up a wee bit of an armor squad, but these are Innersphere Standard. Wow. They have Innersphere Standard times 6, the bastard. And the mag shot,
Waiting for orders.
Well, still not the most dangerous thing out there, but nonetheless, it's a wee bit more dangerous than your regular.
All weapons are go. Neck warrior.
But our job is to hunt carriers down there, so let's go. If we get swarmed, we're gonna take a wee bit of damage, but not the best. We're probably gonna get swarmed, let's be honest. The AC-2 carrier surprisingly didn't even fire.
Position confirmed.
Right, so more 2.9%. Yeah, that's the thing with having a 100-tonner trying to do indirect against smaller enemies. You can just forget it. Forget about it. Forget about it. 12. 0.9. 12. Something, I guess. So I'm asking in the comment, do you think we should remove the command console of the Proteus and stack it full of a battle computer?
Okay.
Because you can see the difference in accuracy with these guys. With their magical C3, they are not missing quite as much. Alright, well, the mines are doing something. It's not it's not a lot. Yeah, those are not acid mines, they're just regular mines. Oh. Direct fire on the worm. Okay. Okay.
We can do this.
Swarm attack expired.
How might I help?
So I think that was a success.
Go time.
Almost.
Target's taking a critical hit.
What's up, boss?
Alright, so another carrier down.
Target eliminated.
Good to go.
Mad dog.
Got it.
Can you fire on that carrier? 27.
Come on, neck warrior.
I'm hoping that one of the two bandits can finish it.
Understood.
Both the battle armor have fired, but the bandits can still send in a wee bit of something. Or maybe the fireware. Alright, so I'm fairly sure I got swarmed, even though it's not clear. I'm not gonna take the chance, and I'm gonna do erratic maneuvering. And I'm gonna go all the way here. Okay, that worked.
Affirmative. What's up, boss?
Commando. Can you give it to the carrier? You can indeed. There was a lot of carriers in that mission.
Waiting for orders.
Bandit Prime, you're gonna completely ignore the armor and go here.
Alright, hit him hard now. Слушаю.
You, sir.
Принял, выдвигаюсь.
15, 24 down here. What about you in the back? 20.
Standing by.
Yeah, our starting position was probably not the best, let's be honest.
Roger.
But I couldn't get closer because there was so much
Right here.
enemy on the field. 12, 6, 10. Guess 12 it is. I mean, it still does something. We did get a head injury out of it.
Receiving you.
Not a complete waste to fire hit. There comes our mine. 42 over there. This partisan doesn't have a lot of armor. Again, sense of luck. Little bastards. $11. 11 is this fellow. Alright, our scout is getting a wee bit damaged. It's holding on for now. Don't want to endanger it further. Last but not least is what? The Ostol? And the MML there. Wow, that's a lot of MML's risk. If they fire all of that in SRM. Ow! Bastard. But it's still better than 80 SRM.
Waiting for orders.
That would have been bad. Oh, hi there. How are you doing?
Commencing alpha strike. Come on, death warriors.
What's the plan?
The plan is getting rid of that asshole. Thank you, sir.
Enemy down. I await your command.
Very well, so with you, I'm gonna go chase the one who's been hiding in the back here. Thanks.
Acknowledged. Roger that. Hot damn.
It's already opened up.
Receiving you.
With the fire worm. Triceratops doesn't have a target right now.
Good to go.
Mando. Mando's doing alright.
Location confirmed.
I think we'd start harassing the white flame.
Back warriors.
That is good harassment.
And that's the way.
Consider yourself harassed.
Yes, Commander. Ready for orders. Yep.
Alright, I think I'm gonna make a cut here, guys, because there's only a few little thingy remaining, and then the target zone. I think I got this. I think you trust me to finish that one. It was a bit of a weird one, with no support lands and lots and lots of carriers. Not what I expected at all. I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, so a puny 95,000. Wow. We went full salvage, but I don't know if I'll even get something interesting out of all those carriers. That's a good question. That is a good question. I mean, maybe out of this one, maybe some MML risk would be a thing. So what is you? You have to have something in there to have all of that weight. Ferrofibrous, narrow profile, engine 350. You have a C3I. You have a battle armor compartment. Oh, you have a firing port. Oh, and you have a movement of 7.5. Well, you're a C3I with the battle armor compartment. Okay. I get it now. I'm gonna pick one of them. Pick one of it. Maybe this wasn't forever and nothing after all. If you can get a C3I vehicle out there with reasonable speed and a battle armor. I'm gonna take some of those MML risk as a bonus. I mean, there is a place where we could replace maybe something like the ATM-12 that we have on our battle crow with those things, and have the battle crow be able to fire SRMs when it feels like it. There is a place in the universe for that kind of shenanigans. You know what you think in the comments. Cool, so I'll see you guys in a moment. I'm suddenly very interested in that weird tank. We'll see you in a moment. Alright, so the Magi is here. We'll have 12 days of repair. That mission costed us more in repair than we actually got. Well, I was not expecting anything out of the salvage. I'm happily surprised.
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
Let's go take a look at it. Alright, so Magi. Your weapons are very underwhelming. Ammo spammy. Unfilled ammo resupply. What the hell is that? Supplies need for unfilled ammo resupply. So I can resupply one of our mechs with this? I admit I've never used something like that, so that's new to me. But what I find interesting is the firing port. You can carry a battle armor. Need to replace a medium laser and that's it. Machine gun array. Ah. An AP Gauss would have been better than a machine gun array, but I don't have any. Can I give you an ER instead? Gonna be too hot. The need to repair vehicles means that you need so much crap now. Your small will work. Your small clan is pretty much as good as a... Yeah, even better. Okay, so that will do. So I'm really curious about the ammo spammy. How does that work? Does it work? And all that jazz. But we're gonna try and run it. It's only costing us 2 days and 50,000 to repair it. But this is not gonna be a fast asset like the bandits who can just get into position quickly. So it might work better with battle armor that have a longer range weapon like mag shots. BA mag shots only does 10 damage. But if you stack 3 of them per unit on a golem, you can, in theory, do 150-ish at range. It's still not the best. Honestly, we're gonna have to test it. It might not work. The beauty of the bandit and armor combo is the sheer speed of that thing that allows it to close in and use the armor's weapon. I mean, these things move at 914, which is redonkulous. This thing is only 5'8". It might just not work. If I could put a C3 on a bandit, it would be life-changing. But I cannot. That's what I'm talking about. A Ripper VTOL? Nah. Alright, so our main pilot, the reason I sent him to do that is that to use the Zeppelin for the shit and giggles. Still could be useful down the road. Alright, so the first mission was not too shabby. And we find ourselves, we took almost no damage effing around in the slope of the mountain there. Let's just take a quick look at you, because the idea of adding MML risk 20 instead of these ATM 12, it's a tempting thing. How much heat are these guys using? 24. This is 18 less tons. Oh, they take a lot of room though. So I would not be able to give it double Artemis. That's the kicker. Unless I don't put them in the arms. If I transfer the crap here, transfer some of the crap there, can I pull it off? They are really big weapon. That's how it. That's the thing. It can work. There's 6 tons left. Heat efficiency is still at -4. And now it would be an 80 LRM platform or SRM. Huh. Alright. But to make it work, here's the kicker. I would love to keep the Artemis. So if I try to give you an Artemis attachment, which I can do, but now you only have 3 places for ammo. Huh. That might not be enough, because we're doubling our LRM need. We need at least 4 ton of these, and at least 1 ton of SRM if I can squeeze it in. So, how do we make that work? And I only have 1 bin left anyway. That's the kicker. That is the kicker. Crap. And I don't have any regular clan LRMs. We really need to start shopping back in our clan space. Alright. So we're gonna put that on hold. It's still an interesting prospect for our battle crow. It's not gonna be today. So, our riflemen. What did our rifleman needs? Another case of Artemis attachment. The thermal exchanger blew up. Okay. I have an inner sphere one. Should be similar in fashion. Artemis attachments are also running low. Is there a way to improve this fellow? Now that we have it in front of us. If we remove the twin rack Ultra 2 and put in a rack 2 instead, damage potential would be fairly similar. About 100 damage, more small numbers, but 7 heat, 10 tons, 7 heat. That is more heat though. Potentially requiring more ammo. Do have precision ammo though. It's a thing, but it's not really worth. Not really worth it. Okay. You stay as is. There is another way maybe to improve to rack 5. Remove the Ultra 2s. There's all sorts of tweaks. But for now, we're gonna repair that and go through the monthly.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Going down to 19 million C-bills. Bring the rifleman back online. Take a quick look at the store. I have that shelter on here. But that's not worth that. LRM 3 for battle armor. It's not very heavy. So, would it be a thing to do an LRM battle armor? Maybe with that lower unit? If we can stack 3 of these per unit, it would be 9. 5 times 9 is 41. Be a thing. Let's buy that to maybe replace on the Warthog that we have. Missile bays. Needs wing-mounted stuff. Okay. Well now, what kind of other missions will this month bring? So let me know in the comments if you would like me to keep working on the World of Blake or maybe go somewhere else. We're gonna have to go somewhere else soon enough anyway. Because we're starting to need some clan salvage. I'm trying to get as much out of this as possible before moving out. Attack and defend in the tundra. 20. I love attack and defend. They're some of my favorite missions. Because it's essentially a demolish base while the enemy worries about destroying your own. That might be a large and long mission. And I might regret this. But 5 out of 23? Let's go. Come on, an irate trek. Gotta do it. Put it in the code somewhere. So I might regret this. But let's go. Can I put down the rifleman? Absolutely. Coldfire is back from injury. Let's go. We're dropping 20 against 20. We're, yeah, we're up there now. Soon we're gonna hit the purple. And everything that goes with it. I'll see you guys in a moment. Right, attack and defend. This might be a really bad idea. But I'm running out of good ones.
Command interface
Right.
initiated.
Massive potential salvage on that one. Let's just see if we can make it through. Alright, so... Like it's attacker. Friendly. Future evac zone. I can land somewhere around here. My landing is a bit limited. Which, let's see. Now, attack and defend. The irony about attack and defend, and if there is enemy turrets, that means there is gonna be more enemy. So it's either you have only 2 lances to worry about, or you have 3 lances and turrets. Turrets will tell you if you're in trouble or not, essentially. And so far, it looks okay. Crockets, gunslingers, Skywarden. Skywarden, I've seen that one before. Essentially an anti-air platform. So we're gonna keep our fireworm well away from this guy.
Reporting.
And in terms of attackers, Igor, Thunderbolt, Anvil, Cerberus, Clint, and Ebola Communus with an armor. Okay. Uh-huh. If there is no turrets, we're okay. If there's turrets, it means there's gonna be a third-party lance that lands.
Ready for order.
So it's really often all or nothing with these missions.
On my way, double time.
Sheer number of enemies can make it a bit laggy as well. No going around that. Because the Unity engine counts building as entities and everything, so that's why in urban environments are such a nightmare.
Going full throttle. Ready for orders.
Okay, so for now we're just effing around, gaining evasion.
Away. Double time.
I hear ya.
Braver. See what you got. That's Mad Dog. Trying to move quickly through the lag to get the first round done.
Good to go.
Our mortar mech is going to be useful.
Coordinates.
We're gonna target the flying units with him.
Waiting for orders.
Now, our two bandits are not gonna be very good to go counter the attackers. Climbing up this hill is not gonna be great for them. So we're probably gonna send them around to go say hi to these folks.
Waiting for orders. Roger. Venting heat and stabilizing.
219.
Да.
Diggings.
Педаль в пол. Принято.
Asmodeus.
What can I do for you?
And Cold Fire. Our rifleman is back on the field.
Turbo.
Okay. And we do have allies, which adds to the amount of stuff on the field. Now, I wonder... the Bola is coming up for a fight, so is the Clint. Alright. I wonder how the enemy will react to the Long Tom. Because there's been rumors, or at least people have been talking, that the actual use of artillery now is space denial. Because the enemy AI, if you put a artillery somewhere, they're just gonna move away from it. So it can be used as a tool for area denial.
Yes, Commander.
Well, I've never tested it, but I'm gonna be curious to see how they will react to the Long Tom there.
Awaiting orders.
Maybe it's gonna confirm or deny that rumor. Alright, so I really need to get rid of this thing carrying an armor. We get our allies do their thing first with the Timby. Something, I guess.
Ready for orders.
Alright, our fireworm gotta stay hell of a way away from the Skywarden. So we're gonna go this side here
Acknowledged.
and fire at whatever is the best hit chance. Thunderbolt it is. But because it's a priority target, just target of opportunity.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Glitch. Gonna see if you can fire on that bola. Which would be... Yes, you can.
Firing everything I've got.
I narked it as well, which will be useful for the follow-up.
Move order received.
That's reasonable, but do I have better hit chance somewhere else? I don't, actually. The narc really helping. Let's turn this on before I forget it. I think I completely forgot it last battle, but honestly, I don't think the Tempest even fired once. Alright, so you're open. And one more push, like with an Orion. Could be it for that one. Okay.
Spec destroyed.
So goodbye to you. And the armor in question is a Purifier Terra Gauss. 6 ton for 6. Okay.
Good to go.
That's not the strongest nor most dangerous of their kind. Let's see if my own armor cannot take care of it.
Let's do this.
Now for 20, we have an ally, a Regent Prime. A Regent Prime is a very dangerous. Regent Prime is full of clan stuff. That's the Omnimech. 90-ton Omnimech. Look at that stuff. Right, the government is better equipped than the Word of Blake these days.
Position confirmed.
You, sir, enjoy. Still not the best, eh, because of size delta.
Standing by.
So can you get them? Sort of. I mean, they're not that dangerous, but I would prefer not to leave an armor running around
Everything I've got.
near our group.
That hit something good.
I think we just basically melted their armor, but took no real damage. Okay, we did lose a weapon. Long Tom. Let's see what the Long Tom does. Goes direct fire and whiffs completely. Well, that's an option. So what about that Cerberus? What is that? I have 1,000 armor. It's fairly medium.
Принял, выдвигаюсь.
We could try and finish the Clint. What about the Igor? The Igor is a much more problem. Go for that. Gave him a good shave, and that and the couple with the mortar is almost open in the front. You, sir, gonna spin around like your brother there.
Affirmative.
See what the street can bring. Not good at all. L40.
Commander.
Do it. So the Igor is at 15. In a perfect world, I would take it down before it uses any of its bombs. We're doing exceedingly well in terms of initiative, so we're hammering them right now. But look at that big orange line here. To
Commander.
not take for granted that things are going well.
Affirmative.
Once they start firing, like almost an XCOM turn, could be worse. So let's go listen kill.
Roger.
Six armor left on the front. Can the rifleman do it? Rifleman is gonna suffer a lot from size delta. But with through sheer amount of firepower.
Everything I've got.
Ah,
Want some more? Huh?
well, you should be unsettled after all of these projectiles flying toward you.
Have orders?
That is a very fair assessment. Don't think I'll be able to take him down. Try. We destroyed the bomb.
Solid connection on that one.
The bomb that will not, in theory, hit us. Ow. Another bola, this time an Infernus, with yet another armor on top.
What's up, boss?
Braver is the last but not least. Alright, Braver. Would you please
Copy that.
take down the plane? I mean, I only need 1 or 2 of all of these to connect. Okay, got it.
Got him.
So we only took down 2 of them, but nonetheless they were a priority target. Now it's going to be pretty much an XCOM turn. It's, 1, 2...
I've been sensor locked.
Good luck, okay. 16 will be the little guy in front of us. Clint is coming in. Brave little guy. Brave little guy.
Okay, that was bad.
Yeah. Anvil. Ooh, that building was down. Which means now that our allies are not gonna go forward. They're gonna stick around the base for defense. What else we got? Thunder. Goes for the long tom. Well, anytime you can target the long tom and not me, I'm going to be happy. Rifleman, Crockett. Templar, or Tempest, pardon me. Gunslinger. .85-ton double Gauss rifle. Starly Gunslinger. Cerberus doesn't do much. And those are must be 2 armor. Class 2, yeah. Including that one. Very well. Okay. Okay. These golems, I would have loved to fire on these guys. Don't really have an angle, so they're gonna wait. Probably the same thing for you, right? Yeah.
Holding for tactical advantage.
224 ally will do nothing.
Standing by.
You stir.
Copy that.
That Clint. I couldn't annihilate that Clint, really. Or I could have hit that Cerberus. Nice hit. Gotta crack that armor somehow.
Reporting.
At 21, we have another ally who hopefully will do a thing. That is a thing. Not expected the Regent with all of its weapon to go into melee.
Waiting for orders.
If he had done an alpha strike, that thing would be dead.
Coordinates received.
So what are my options here? I could burn the Purifier. Could go for the Infernus. Let's burn the Purifier. I don't want to leave these guys behind
When I
with their
do,
battle
you'll
claw.
take it and like it.
Yeah.
The burnt will have the same question to answer. I'm gonna go for Cerberus. Crack the Cerberus. Got some ammo destroyed.
Action on that one. How's it going?
Rook. Gonna go hunt them down. Now let's keep in mind that the Bola Infernus does have an armor. I'm probably setting myself up to be swarmed.
Got it. Run, don't shoot. All ready to go. Waiting for orders.
Cold fire. Cold fire.
Moving to position.
Cold fire. Should be able to finish this poor fellow.
Everything I've got.
Got it.
Gotcha. Receiving you.
Mando, keeping away from the Skywarden. Just gonna flank these two fellows. You could finish the Clint. You could say hi to the Anvil. Gonna finish the Clint. Let's start to mop up
Target.
a few things.
One less target. I'm your spaniel.
Let's mop this one up. Go say hi to you.
Good to go.
You, sir, sadly don't have a target. I made a wee bit of a mistake in your positioning. So we've reduced the number of enemies, and thus hopefully making the turns faster. I want to mop up this guy as well. Make sure he's no longer a problem. Now you do the long tom over this area, which actually makes sense.
Слушаю.
So Babketa, even though it's a wee
Принял,
bit of a
выдвигаюсь.
waste to use you against these guys,
Принял, работаю.
it's just about cleaning up and
Один
finishing the
прилет. Кто
job.
следующий?
What do we got? We have 3 more at 17. We're completely dominating the initiative game on that one, which is unusual. Not that I mind.
Move order received.
Unusual. I got used to the opposite.
On it. Yes, Commander.
Mr. Braver, do you have a shot as well? We're gonna make the Thunderbolt. Regret his life decisions.
Everything you got.
There you go.
That one's gonna
Consider
leave
yourself regretting.
off. Awaiting orders.
Sadly, this is gonna hammer the other side that is on damage,
You got.
but still. More fire, more heat, more knockdown. Still a worthwhile shot.
Something I can do.
Now, mortar. What will a mortar boat
No
do?
problem.
Mortar boat is going to use mines. Now, we've seen that they're not that efficient, but it's still better than firing blind.
Okay, okay, that's a miss.
There we go. Anvil. Sure, fire on the Timby. Good with that. Sure. We got an eject. All right.
Let's go.
That makes things easier. Very well. So we're pretty much through to the attacker. Only one left.
Hey there.
Then we can go say hi.
On my way.
Alright, you, sir, deserve some DACA. The DACA must be spread.
It's go time.
Simbi still does nothing. That's weird sometimes that the ally just does nothing, especially when you have target right there. Weird and mysterious ways of the AI.
Holding for the right opportunity.
If it was an enemy, it would have fired against us.
Roger that.
Scored a critical hit.
That's gonna break you a little bit. Then we can fly in and try to hit the same side or the back.
Affirmative.
I hope I'm far away from the warden.
On your tail.
Let's go. I think I hit something good. Orders?
I use have a target.
What can I do for you?
Now the long tom is probably gonna destroy all of our mines, I know.
Don't need to tell me twice.
But it was still the best thing to do, really.
Alpha strike. Come on, neck warriors. It's go time. There's more where that came from.
And a boink. And a real boink. A big boink. Okay. That's all the attackers. Now we do have 7 rounds to destroy this before there's reinforcements. I believe that we will be fine. There's a possibility that I will be stepping over my own mines. Let's go this side.
Let's move.
I don't even see mines, but it could be that he doesn't see them. That's the Skywarden. So, what do they have? Anti-air rocket, anti-air rocket. There we go. Yeah, they are very dangerous for anti-air. Advanced AMS plus MK2. Sure.
What do you need?
They are very Skywarden is a very interesting one. If you can grab one and use it as your personal anti-air and AMS,
Got it.
quite a valid thing.
Target confirmed.
Need something, Chief?
Alright, so we're both gonna assume the position on the gunslinger.
Locking in all weapons.
Between the two of us, we should be able to take it down. The gunslinger is a very good target for battle armor because it's a 95 stunner. And we're gonna have the full size delta plus 5 to hit. Size delta 5, there it is. So
Unloading 'em.
you should be able to eat it raw.
That hit something good.
Ah, here comes the long tongue.
Reporting major armor loss.
It actually did a thing.
Hits, Commander.
Those are thermobaric rounds. I enjoyed using them last season.
Firing all weapons.
And goodbye to you.
Target neutralized.
Very well. So 5 defenders left.
Receiving you.
But let's remember that we have to grind through this entire base before the timer runs out. So if I don't have any good hit chances, like, well, 42 is reasonable.
I caught it.
Right, lots of AMS though.
I'm out of LRM.
The point is I could maybe fire at the base if I don't have good hit chances. Now at 15, the Tempest. What will you do?
Yeah.
Rolo. Yeah, it's gonna take us a little bit of time for our floor unit to get into the range of the base. So there's no going around it. All of these guys are gonna have 3 to 4 rounds to get in direct fire. Till then, going to be the bandits and the enemy.
Reporting heavy fire.
The Bola stealth tank did a thing.
Что там еще?
Doubt I can hit anything. Go. But maybe the EMS will let me go through the building.
Acknowledged.
Not at all. I don't think I hit it once. Maybe. No, I did hit it. Okay. Gotta start working on these things before the timer runs out. Because of the. Oh no. Okay, we're good. Potential problem in movement. Yeah. And now the bandits are gonna be the focus of everybody. Rifleman doesn't have a lot of armor, so that would be an easy victim. Tempest also. Because we want to swing around and generate evasion. See what happens. You did hit some minefield. Not a lot. It did scratch. Yeah.
Let's go!
Mines are in a bad place right now. They went from being somewhat overpowered to useless. There's a team in Roguetech.
Locked on. Waiting for orders.
Are you sure?
Let's move.
Good to go. Pedal to the metal.
I'm starting to almost get there with you. Fire on this one's back with 50% chance.
Roger, Commander. I got the shot.
I will call that good.
There's work to do.
Mad Dog being a fast fellow. So should we fire on his face or get a better position? Gotta get a better position.
Ready for orders.
Same thing for you.
Waiting for orders.
Gonna get there.
Roger.
Maybe I should make the map a bit smaller for our single player playthrough.
Commander.
Because I don't like the walking simulator. Okay, evasion 10. There you go. We see our own mines a little bit. I'm gonna fire on you with the bandit.
Firing all weapons.
And then fire on you with the armor. Because Rifleman's armor is thin. So I think the armor will be enough to finish it.
Waiting for orders.
I'm gonna do something similar with you. Fire on you here.
All weapons go.
And the armor will take the best we have after that.
Commander.
Rolo. Now, the mines have not been very successful.
Understood. Moving fast.
I would like to target the Skywarden with you, if possible. I can go standard on this guy's back. Was a thing?
Report critical hit.
Yes, Commander.
Ah, there we go. That should be enough for you because you have thin armor.
Now let's see how you handle this. Let's hit 'em hard.
There we go.
Mech destroyed.
Battle armor sweeping up the base defense by themselves. Yeah, this poor guy, not doing well.
Yep.
Our allies are not going to be very useful for the rest of the mission because they're just going to babysit the base.
Roger that.
Burnt indirect is not your best thing, but
Copy that.
doesn't need much. So only 2 remaining. The long-term artillery speaking. Okay. Still have to be careful with the Skywarden and our Fireworm. The Skywarden has absolutely no weapons for ground forces. Oh no. See, that's what I was worried about.
Around me.
We got 2 engine crit on it. Another engine crit and you are goodbye. 7. We survived by 7. Wow.
Good to
Okay.
go.
Well then.
Got it.
Gotta kill that thing then before it kills our flyer.
Come on, mech
It has
warriors.
so much AMS though that it's gonna be a hard thing to do. Because our flyer just took 2 engine crit and is barely gonna be able to move. So if I don't finish the plane, could be bad. Alright, there's still that guy.
Что там еще?
Alright, well at least it's now a direct fire with us, even if it is horrible hit chances. And massive AMS. Can still try and punch through all of those defenses. Okay. Our bandits are taking a few hits as well. Bandits is not too much of a problem. I'm really worried about losing our veto.
Confirmed.
Now, indirect is going to be nothing. 0.9. Yeah. I don't have a sensor lock ready. I can hit the Tempest a schnittle bits at 24. Or not, but burning through the AMS, hopefully. Swarm attack success. Ooh. That's one of those shutdown chances.
Warriors,
Battle armor taser. Right, so you can barely move.
Coordinates received.
So what I'm gonna do is use offensive push, not because it's gonna be helpful, but to try and reduce that thing's initiative, so it doesn't, so it's not able to target our fireworm.
You.
You, sir, don't have a lot of options for now.
How's it going?
Braver. Braver has an angle.
No shooting, just running.
Gonna be atrocious chances to hit again. Do you have a sensor lock? You do. Can you sensor lock it? Or is it too far away? It's not.
Sensors locked on.
So I created that problem for myself by being too reckless with our flyer. You know, we now absolutely have to take this thing down before it fires. This is what I was worrying about at first, but I got a bit too careless.
Sprinting.
We're gonna keep burning offensive push. I think we've burnt out all of its AMS ammo.
Awaiting orders.
Now you, sir, will sensor lock this fellow. Try to get through the stealth. Still not the best, but those are hit chances. Got it exposed.
for you.
Now, Mad Dog is finally
Uh-huh.
into firing range. We can start firing on building, which we will do soon enough. I'm gonna try and tag this one a second time. If we can reduce it even further, the evasion. We have an exposed.
Another hit like
Destroyed
that.
AMS, but it's out of ammo now. Only needs 12 more. Do we have somebody who can deliver that? Triceratops. That's Ebola.
Mech warriors.
Still have an armor problem, but that's going to be resolved by the bandit, not the armor.
Receiving you.
Beth,
On the move.
your hard-hitting weapon is not the best for this chance. You can try. Reduce the initiative further. Why did it do only 14 damage? You hit somewhere else? Okay.
To go.
Hey, the Orion for the win.
On my way.
Come on, baby. Please get rid of this.
Roger. Show me your
Okay.
war face.
So that Skywarden gave me a lot of trouble, but let's be honest, I created that problem myself by being careless. So, if you see a Skywarden, keep your VTOLs very far away.
Waiting for orders.
That is the lesson of the day. Very well, so, okay, so you need to do the erratic maneuvering. Hopefully shake off that armor. There we go.
Primitive. Ready.
Alright, you, sir, could hit the armor, but we're gonna try and get the Tempest. I might ignore the armor and start wailing on the buildings as well, depending on how fast we can get there. Alright, we can target our first building. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna dead fire for maximum damage. Tempest will get a turn. Its back is almost gone. If it turns around to fire on the bandit, then maybe our long-range guys will be able to fire in its back. No, I think it twisted to the side here.
Receiving you.
Rolo,
Head now.
your hit chances are not going to be great. But you can fire on buildings. Get some AoE damage in there. I'll call that a win.
I'll fail him.
That.
Ah. Same deal with you, sir. Need to start taking things down.
Affirmative.
It's in 5 rounds, the first wave of reinforcements, so we're not in a huge problem. But nonetheless, I want to get this done.
Let's go.
But I'll make a cut here, guys, because the danger is past. I can deal with the capture team, sure, and what's left of a Tempest.
Orders.
So I'll wrap this up, and I'll see you guys in a moment. All right, mission complete. Almost 1 million. This was an interesting one. I created my own problems with the Skywarden, but otherwise there was quite a few dangerous things out there. Yeah, that could have been bad. Could have been real bad. Honestly, I was lucky to survive it. So what do we got? We got a Cerberus. 23 beautiful salvage. You have a gunboat with 1 evasion ignore and 1 gunnery. What are you like? Fibrous sphere, yarn. Okay. Okay. Well, something could be done out of this. Not a 95 tonner is not a priority for me right now. I'm looking for more gear. The gunslinger was an interesting one as well. +3 to pilot health, that's good. Igor, heavy lifter. We got the Skywarden. But if all of its entire rockets are destroyed, should we pick communication equipment? +1 tactics for all teammates. Sure. Persistent ACM provider, the carrier with ECM shield of 0. Should we grab this? This could be our AMS provider, although don't have a lot of AMS ammo. We kind of double clear heavy explosive. Okay, we have a few. I'm gonna take the Skywarden, unless, of course, something else magical pops up. Ultra 5. Heavy explosive ammo for the AMS. That's a weird one. It goes more damage per missile, so it's good for taking on big stuff like thunderbolts. Alright, so what I really want, not what I'm getting. We're still looking. We're still looking mostly for C3 stuff, but the World of Blake has not been very generous to us. Their C3 offering. Well, the Skywarden is an interesting pick in and out of itself. I'm happy to get that. Right. So. Does the Skywarden requires a flare? It does. That's gonna replace one of its broken rocket. That's gonna replace one of its AMS flare. Yeah, the rest is just not interesting. Rocket is thing. +1 to all pilot skill is no joke. We'll take the Inner Sphere Ultra 5. Maybe I can fit them in our Warthog. And just, stuff for money, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of things, but none of them are big deal. Thunderbolt, kinetic kill, no indirect. Plus 50% damage dealt to armor. Since indirect has been nerfed to... Artillery has been nerfed to Oblivion. To damage a listed optimal range. We've been 4 shots. Could be a thing. I mean, we're gonna be experimenting with direct fire. Might as well. Do I have one of these? I don't. Gonna replace the Ultra 5. Not even sure we're gonna fit in the Warthog anyway. I'm gonna try some kinetic kills. Not gonna need that. We're not gonna need that. And that'll be it. Okay, I'll see you in a moment for the conclusion. Unit salvage Skywarden. So the Warden is probably going to be a useful anti-air and AMS support unit that we could just bring just to be helpful. I think that's a good idea. But I think that'll be it for this one, guys, because this was the last mission took a while. I may try to make things faster and post-edit. So please do some YouTube stuff. Any buttons will do. And I will see you next time. But tell me in the comments, should I stick around in the world of Blake? Or should we go seek our fortune elsewhere? It's been an interesting thing being out there with these guys. But we're not exactly getting the stuff we need. I think I need to push the difficulty even higher to actually get the salvage we want in the purple. Because we keep just fighting basic inner sphere stuff. What we want is the celestial and all their goodies. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.